Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from the top 8 of the Malachor Galactic Qualifier, our second of 5 qualifiers for this season, the Galactic Championship season. Super excited to be here. Today, I'm joined by my good friends, William Hagwood.
Good morning, everybody.
And James Ritter.
And good afternoon to anyone that's not good morning.
That's right. Anybody in the evening can eat it. This round, we are playing Salvage Mission. Pick up the crates to get points during the end phase, and if you have them, you cannot boost. You cannot barrel roll, you cannot cloak, you cannot decloak. So looking forward to seeing how this one plays out. We have Andrew Bolduc versus Alex Feliciano. We're going to have James and Will break down these lists. But before we do that, everybody at home, today our rounds are brought to you by our patrons. If you want to become a part of our largest group of supporters, head to patreon.com/Gold Squadron or type !Patreon in the chat. Everybody at home, it is time for you to choose your champion.
All right, Will, I'll let you choose which one you want.
I want to talk about Morna Key and these TIE fighters. That is going to be Alex here on your right. You bet 2L champion. This Morna Key, that's a big old decimator. She has the ability 3 times per game to flip her reinforce to the other full arc instead of removing it. Very typical. We'll see her round 1 reinforce the back, flip a charge in the end phase, and then move that reinforce to the front. We see that already out there in play. That's super cool. You can keep flipping it back and forth, so you can really take advantage of that initial reinforce action. Has Ruthless to do damage as an attack modifier, doing damage to friendly ships. Darth Vader is a start of engagement trigger, where you can spend that force charge to make a ship either suffer a damage unless it removes a green token. Basically, a free jam at the start of an engagement.
Or damage.
Also, if they'll take the damage, sure. Pretty good. Well, if they don't have the choice, right? If they don't have a green token remove, it's just free damage. Why convert an eyeball to a hit when you could just deal the damage straight to somebody? As well as, speaking of automatic damage, proxy mines out the rear with delayed fuses, and then the Dauntless title, where they can perform actions after partially executing maneuvers, which seems like a weird upgrade in this day and age where you can bump into an enemy and still get a red focus, though Morna Key would probably prefer to take a red reinforce. So a little bit of extra options there for the Decimator. The rest of these ties, you know them, you love them. It's the Jingoist. These ones favoring Deadman Switch. I do like how everybody has a little different flavor for their Jingoist. Contraband, Deadman Switch, overtune modulators, cloaking device. They really have a wealth of options in that slot. These have taken Deadman Switch, though, and that's because of the Ruthless. You can destroy one of these Jingoists and activate that Deadman Switch for a volley of damage. Now, the rest of the TIE fighters, though, they all have Ruthless. They all have, or I guess they don't all have Discipline, do they? Well, let's take a look at Iden. Then Iden is the Inferno Squadron leader, able to prevent damage from a TIE LN once per game, as long as that TIE LN is range 0 to 1. As I mentioned, she's got the Ruthless. She's got Discipline, so when one of these ships is destroyed, they can take a target lock or barrel roll action. The target lock is going to be huge for the concussion missiles on her and Gideon Hask. Long range 3-dice weapons, but they do require that target lock. Gideon Hask and Iden, the only way for them to get target locks is that disciplined trigger. So be on the lookout for that. Gideon does get extra attack dice when attacking damaged defenders, which
Yeah, that doesn't
a
say
lot of
primary.
shields on the other side. So might not to get damaged too quickly. But yeah, we could see 4 dice concussion missiles, double modified. We call that a proton torpedo where I come from.
Oh, yeah.
Moff Gideon, the other Gideon, that's so confusing. Also does have a targeting computer though, so he can take his own locks, and in addition has an ability to shut down defensive modifiers when he attacks. A very interesting ability for convincing people to deal with these jingoists before the rest of the TIE fighters shoot. But I mean, they're all initiative 4 though. Will they even have a chance to shoot? What's on the other side?
Yeah, the other side of the table does have some scary initiative 4s as well. In the classic and a staple of the Separatist Alliance, General Grievous in the Belbalab Starfighter, being able to get rerolls if you are not in the defender's firing arc, and also has the huge upgrade Outmaneuver, able to reduce on the defender's agility if it's outside of the firing arc. So works very well with his ship or his pilot ability. Also has impervium plating to discard some face-up ship damage cards. To just say, hey, I don't want that. Put that away. I don't like it. Also has the soulless one in the sort of an opposite ability of his pilot ability. While he's not looking at the attacker, he gets to reroll 1 defense die. It also happens to just include 2 hull upgrades. That's just nice. That's just value. And that other initiative 4 I was talking about is the new Cad Bane in the Rogue class Starfighter, the Separatist version, that is. During the engagement phase, after another ship at range 3 is destroyed, you may spend 1 charge to perform an action even while stressed. That could be a slew of different actions that's on this action bar here. Including a cloak action given by the Xanadu Blood Tie. We did just see Cad Bane decloak there. And also has the treacherous pilot ability, or the pilot talent, being able to, if the attack, while he defends, if the attack is obstructed by another ship, he can spend a charge to cancel a hit or crit, and the ship he chose gains a strain. Could be pretty helpful when all these ties are shooting at him, or if Morna in the back line is shooting through one of these ties, and can recharge that charge by when after a ship is destroyed, you may recover a charge. So it works well with his pilot ability as well. He also has ion cannon, heavy laser cannon, and proximity mines. Another ship in the list here for Andrew is going to be Jango Fett in the Fire Spray. Has the notorious upgrade Count Dooku crew to call out some cards here. Whenever a attack and or defense roll, he can spend a force to call out a result. If the dice pool does not contain that result, you can change a die to match that result. So could call out a crit on attack and change a die to a crit if there's no crits rolled. Also has proton bombs, false transponder codes, delayed fuses, the Slave 1 title, and veteran tail gunner. To round out the list here, we have DFS 081 in the Vulture class droid starfighter. Has the grappling struts config, able to land on those obstacles and stay still, be a turret. also has Discord missiles and independent calculations. So a great little droid there, able to put out some automatic damage with those droid swarms.
Awesome. So looking at our Choose Your Champion polling, it looks like Alex Feliciano has a major advantage here, 63% to 36. I will tell you the last game had a very similar slant, but the underdog ended up winning that one.
Can I just say real quick, this is a Revenge of the Swiss scenario. Alex Feliciano won their previous game 23 to 10 during round 2 of Swiss.
Alex won it?
Yes, 23 to 10.
That's a pretty aggressive win. What round was that?
Round 2 on salvage.
It was the same one.
It's the same objective.
Man, but
All right, here we see Jingo move up and lock the Jingoist to jam off his evade. They are saying that it's this is looking very similar to the first game.
Well, I mean, Alex Feliciano does have a good number of ships that don't necessarily need those repositions. So you have those TIE fighters out there able to scoop up those salvages.
Oh yeah, we got a dice box over here.
All right, there we go.
All right, 3 hits, 1 evade. We're going to see 2 damage go down on that Jingoist. Could be some early discipline triggers here.
Here we go. General Grievous, a couple shots downtown. Going to take the shot on Moff Gideon. 2 hits, spend for 3 coming in from General Grievous. This should be outmaneuver, right? Was it obstructed?
I think they're changing it now.
All right, they fixed it. Double focus and a blink.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that's really good. That's an early item charge.
Yeah, that is an early item charge.
Interesting. So, what did Gideon do as his action? He locked Cad Bane.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Cad Bane fire that bullseye weapon at the Jingoist.
There we go. Heavy laser cannon, 2 hits, 2 evades. Easy peasy.
Oh, that mean that the Jingoist might die at initiative 3 after the initiative force will shoot then.
Yeah. Unfortunate timing there, but yeah, hopefully it does not die.
Oh, yeah. What was his action, by the way? Must have been an evade or something.
He evaded, but then got false transponder coded.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta hate those codes, man.
All right, a crit through the rock here. Cad Bane, you like your focus? Yep. Might know that Moff Gideon could prevent that defensive modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Does need somebody at range 0 to 1, though. So.
0 to 1, yeah.
Yeah, and you just measured to both those TIE fighters at range 2, so not going to happen. Still, though, a missile coming in. My biggest complaint about this engagement, okay, Mornkey does have the shot. I was going to say, if she can't shoot, this is a very bad engagement for the Imperials.
Range
but
3.
It does have a range 3.
Here we go. And only 1 hit. no lock, and no damage. Sad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder what did he think he was going to get a block or something with that green Jingoist? Very surprised to see it out there in front all by itself.
Not sure. I mean, that is a deplete.
Yep. So I think he's going to deplete, and he's tempted to shoot at the vulture.
Yeah, a reminder that the Jingoist ability does not have to be the ship that you are shooting as long as it meets the first requirements of being at 0 to 1. All right, going to go for the range 1 into Django. You got 1 hit. No focus is in sight. And able to dodge.
We're going to Notorious a strain onto him, too.
That's why I didn't want to attack him.
Yeah, that's why I thought I was going to attack the vulture.
Dirty.
Also, we haven't seen the Dooku trigger yet, so could help out the vulture on his offense by calling a crit.
Good point. Good point. All right, let's see. Moff Gideon, are you going to continue into Django?
It's going into Django.
Yeah, because he can trigger Ruthless here and now and give Iden the target locks he needs.
I'm just surprised if you were going to shoot into Django the whole time, why didn't you give him a strain? Because Initiative 6 has already shot. Like that deplete barely has value.
There it is, the Ruthless. He said, "Why are you killing your own ships? I want to kill them."
Nope, for the Empire, for the glory here.
So starting to scratch.
So Django does take there. 1 for Dead Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they got destroyed in the modify attack dice step here, so has to do all those triggers before the defense can roll. I was checking for Gideon Hask's discipline, was out of range. All right, so Iden can acquire a lock onto Django here to shoot the concussion missile.
Oh, Cad goes first, though.
Yep, and that target lock was via
triggers.
disciplined, correct?
Yep, they're getting locks from discipline.
Yeah.
Cad Bane's getting locks from his pilot ability. Everybody's just in celebration here. Yeah. It's like the pinata droid went off. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I got done.
Go!"
Yeah. It's like, man, it looked like what is that funeral? The funeral dancing guys.
Yeah. Yep, that's pretty. Yep.
All right, are we good? Is everybody done? Are we done celebrating?
Yeah, we haven't even rolled defense dice yet.
Don't take it our on destruction triggers here.
And evaded.
Another notorious trigger out to Moff Gideon, which is who Cad Bane just target locked.
And Gideon is strained.
Man, you guys want to learn about some triggers.
Yeah, the timing of all that.
All right, I did. Range 3. She's going to fire a concussion missile.
Defense dice cannot be modified.
That's Moff Gideon's ability.
And Ruthless for 2.
No, he's going to spend the lock first.
Oh, spend the lock first, yeah. Because remember, we're still in Initiative 4. So that Ruthless, you could just continuously just...
Yeah, he's already put 2 strain into it with Moff Gideon's ability. and now you might as well just ruthless as well.
Hit
Yeah,
crit,
this list
crit.
is hilarious.
Only 1 damage getting through there, though. That's a lot of work for 1 shield.
Fire spray is doing fire spray stuff,
Yeah,
which
that's
is rolling
just
2
rude.
evades at the
Yeah.
least least opportune time.
All right, and we are now at the end of Initiative Force. We finally clear that ship off the board. And we are back to dials.
All of that destroyed an entire TIE fighter just to deal 2 damage to Django.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it does. I mean, we did say it was Revenge of the Swiss, possibly, right? Alex Feliciano won handily last time.
He did.
And Andrew might just need a little luck here, and that might be it.
Yeah, I could see this playing out a little bit differently if the CIS couldn't focus fire very well,
Mm-hmm.
and the TIEs would just survive.
Yeah.
And a reminder here, because we see the question popping up in the chat. Yes, the Dead Man trigger happened already. That's actually on destruction, not on removal. So when that 3rd damage card went down is when the damage for Dead Man Switch happened.
Yeah, that TIE just like washed over Django's windshield. Flying through the the TIE fighter here.
Yeah, no kidding. So that obviously that was planned then. That separation, make sure that it was not in range of the other TIE fighters to blow up, and make sure it's in range 1 of whatever separatist ship that was coming through that lane.
Yeah, Django did go really slow. He only did a 1 straight. So if he had done a 2 straight, he might have bumped, which would have been great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you get all the ruthless effects and stuff without having to eat the Django shot.
Yeah, without having to eat the range 1. Yeah. And you don't lose your evade. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which means you don't have to actually have to lose your TIE fighter this round.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, we did see both sides pick up some crates, though. Oh, I'm very concerned about Jingoist 2 here. Could we see a coordinate from Mornaki to barrel roll that TIE fighter on the inside of the rock so it can turn in pursuit?
He can't, right? Because he's got a crate. He's not able to.
Yeah, you can't barrel roll.
Oh, good call.
Yeah,
Well,
you can't even be coordinated. You can't do it at all. So you can just eat some rock. Might as well do the best maneuver you can. What is that? Like a
Heart 3.
Heart 3. Right?
Heart 3 should get over the rock.
If Cad Bane's not there.
True.
I mean, do you just turn away and you just say, like, this is my point for the rest of the game?
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. 1 heart to the left. You avoid the damage.
Yeah, I mean, start chilling. Hold on to your point for a couple rounds. Again, I mean, I think I say this all the time, but, like, I always start games. So Django's worth 8 points, right?
Yeah.
In my brain, if we can just get 8 objective points, we don't need to kill Django. So they're thinking about it, the objectives that way is helps me prioritize the targets I need to shoot at based on how many objective points I think I can get. So in like that same thought process, if you don't think you can get 8 points of Django, or 8 points of objectives to cover Django's points, then you kind of have to
murk 'em.
Kill Django then.
All right, DFS 81 taking the one turn there, deciding not to get into the fray. He's holding on to a crate, so no barrel roll shenanigans here. Gonna go ahead and take the calculate. General Grievous, big 3 bank. Are we going to see
Is
the
he trying to
pickup?
go for some blocks potentially, or oh, he might be debating picking up a cargo.
Yep, you got the one in front or behind. Taking the one in front would be dirty. Be like, yeah, you can't have this. It's
Like,
mine.
nope, can't have this. It's tempting. It's tempting. But I mean, if he doesn't pick up the one behind him, he may never will. All right, chooses the one behind. Grievous doesn't need to boost and barrel roll now that he's in combat.
Yep. Cad
Man,
Bane.
the initiative here, the road roll on force.
Huge.
Might allow Cad Bane to
line up that HLC.
Oh, he's just coming in. I thought he might pick up the crate.
Oh, he's going for a barrel roll. Okay. No, doesn't have a crate yet.
We got Contraband K turns on this one. Ooh, no elicits at all.
Moff Gideon facing him down. Probably tempted
that's
to pick
dead
up.
to rights.
Yeah, he may just go barrel here.
Yeah, Arc dodges Grievous and gets out of. Well, I mean, getting out of dead to rights by losing your token is a wash.
Yep, and you're also avoiding the I guess no, the what 4 dice was a range 1, right? So.
Yeah, well, it turns out Aiden can't avoid either one of these now.
Sitting in there at range 2. Gonna grab a focus. Now we'll be able to use it on offense. Just not on defense.
Who tried the hard 2?
Yeah, needed the 3.
3 would have given him a range 1 shot. Auto damage. And no additional damage.
Yep. Gonna be missing out on that 3 dice this round. Warner Key. Looks like she spent another charge here to flip the reinforce to the front again. She did really smart where the second round she just took another reinforce in the back in case she did want to flip it to the front again. Very interesting.
Checking for a target lock. The world is your oyster. Currently, the arc is front back. So you probably have to shoot at Django. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't think she's got CAD.
I don't think so either. I think if you had CAD, you probably take the target lock there.
Yeah, you do the Darth Vader and the target lock, all the things.
And Django's not completing the maneuver, but bumps into a friendly, an enemy ship. So we'll have the opportunity to get a focus by taking a stress. And we're into the engagement.
Got Darth Vader first.
Ooh, is it range 2? Just barely.
Django has range 2.
Wow.
I know, that was worth the risk. We were talking about the exact ruling of Darth Vader that if you start measuring, you have to choose a ship.
And he chose to take the damage. He chose to take a damage. It's going to feel real sad if you don't roll any focuses.
Nah, I mean, he's got a beautiful kill box set up here on Aiden. She won't survive the round.
Well, just use her for Ruthless.
That's true. At initiative 4.
All right, here we go. This is Django.
Well,
triple
Django
blank.
rolls 3 blanks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a great start.
I told you, if you don't roll any focuses, you're going to be sad.
We still have the Dooku trigger here. We're going to see the rerolls, though, from Grievous.
Only
one?
one hit.
Oh no, this kill box is falling apart.
And Squiggles.
HLC.
HLC, dead to rights.
Dooku's crit.
What? Yeah, it's still Dooku the crit because of the rarity. There it is.
And that'll be hit crit. Let's see how many Aiden actually ends up taking. Her ability has been used already in this game.
Yep, can't spend the focus because of the dead to rights ability.
But still gets 2 evades.
Wow.
Only takes 1, guys.
Oh, man.
Wow. I take back everything I said about.
I take back everything.
She won't survive the round. She survived it easily.
The Jingoist here, I think it's just triggering the ability. Is that what's going on?
Yep, you still engage even if you can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd switch into Cad Bane here, maybe? I don't know. You might be able to get a good...
Activate Morna key and shoot her first.
Yeah, do Morna first, I guess.
Morna has that target lock set up and doesn't have CAD. And right here, Alex Feliciano showing the flexibility that having the same initiative can give you. It is a great technique in list building, trying to match up those initiatives.
All right, you got the third dice out. Probably going to go for CAD.
He's spinning Gideon here.
Can he strain himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to strain himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the Separatists all shot already, so why not?
He has a lock still.
Right now holding at 2 hits.
You're not going to shoot CAD anytime soon.
He says he's going to keep it.
And both of those get through. Shields down on Cad Bane.
Oh, it's the missiles.
Yeah.
Those locks are very important. And Moff Gideon does not have Ruthless, so he actually has to take actions to get those locks. So, okay. It is actually a lot more valuable than I thought.
Like a chump.
I'm not used to these TIE fighters trying to shoot missiles without lock actions.
I know, it's
sometimes
crazy.
they do have lock actions. It's very strange.
I think you go into into CAD still. 'Cause I want to see if we can get a damage card on the CAD. That way Gideon can choke
For the
3
Gideon.
dice.
Gideon's waiting in the cut. Wants to see that damage go down.
There's going to be Django. Ooh.
Yep, going into Django here. This is Aiden. Still has a target lock out there from earlier, right?
No.
Or no, who
No,
spent
just
it?
Morna key. She spent it.
Got it. So this will be a primary 3 dice attack at range.
No, it's range 2.
Oh, sorry, I got confused. I saw those 3 dice out there. Blank focus.
Could Ruthless here as well.
I wouldn't be ruthless in anybody but the Decimator or the Jingoist. He's going for it. Wants that extra damage.
Okay. And will be rewarded. Got one more. Shields are down on Django.
Yep, strip the focus and the extra shield. The Morna key might be able to fish for some crits then with that target lock.
Mm-hmm. This is right, just barely range 2.
Range 2.
It's another 3-on-2. The focus did get spent on Django, if I'm not mistaken. Or was that the Force?
For the Force.
That was the Force.
No, he Dooku'd the HLC.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Yeah. 1 second.
It's okay. They'll correct it. They'll correct it. We got that.
Oh, just a crit. And it is Wounded Pilot. Going to have to roll a die when performing actions, potentially taking stress.
Fire sprays, just doing what fire sprays do, which is roll 2 evades when they run out of modifiers.
from
There we go. The
downtown.
3 dice from Gideon.
Because damage now. This is that ability working. And 3 hits.
Wow.
And Django's going to be taking 2 of the 3. And left at 3 hull.
Wow. The Empire just bounced back so hard that round.
I think Alex heard us saying, like, oh, he might lose Revenge of the Swiss. And he's like, no. No.
I mean, I thought it was excellent positioning by intro. Got that kill box. Looks great, right? Everybody looking at that central crate.
Everybody looking at it. No one wants to reach out and touch it, though.
Nobody want a part of that.
It's like, how about if you just didn't have an action this turn and put a target on your back?
I mean, that's how I've played a lot of action scenarios is exactly that. Of like, I'll just look at the objectives. Why don't you come over and waste your actions on them?
So that leaves us for now at a score of 5-2. Andrew Bullock currently leading, but is 3 hull away from giving up 8 points on Django Fett.
And he did not use more enough to flip it to the back.
Yeah, I almost thought he would to hard 3 away, but it might. Obviously, he's decimator a lot more than me, but I think he needs it in the fight. You can't really turn out so early.
Yeah, you do need to do like one big initial pass. Like you have the staying power to at least stay 1 or 2 rounds, and then you can leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, at this point, give up on the reinforce. Nobody's shooting you.
Yeah, it's like, I've been doing all this reinforced stuff. No one shoots me.
Wasted 2 charges already. Have not a single attack coming in on me.
No one even looked my way.
Yeah, I would mention it as well. I thought it was a little bit cautious for the decimator. But again, I trust that they know how to fly it probably better than I do.
Alex was the top seed out of Swiss, so
yeah.
I would say he knows a little bit about it, maybe.
I will trust him. I will question it. I will make me think about it. But yeah, I assume he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, things had gone the other way, and he had a double reinforced front. He'd be the genius. So how about the max damage you could possibly do is 1?
Yes. So maybe that was the what do I want to say? The thing that the Separatists learned is that you must just fight all the TIE fighters first and can't waste any time on Morna Key.
Yeah, because turns out Morna can only hold 1 objective, can only shoot 3 attack dice around, and can't reposition anyway.
Easy to crit as well. We do have that Slave 1 title on Django, an easy crit generation mechanic. All you have to do is get Django behind the decimator. Pretty easy feat.
Pretty easy, yeah.
Then yeah, you just start ripping crits into it.
We do not see any notorious charges that round. What do you think Moth Gideon is going for? Maybe a 4K? It's really close to that rock. I don't know. I guess the 4K is enough to get past it where it needs to.
Tempting. Django has a bomb.
Oh, he's a proton bomb. Ugh. But what's that droid gonna do? Just 5 straight? This is mine?
Hard 3.
Okay.
I thought I could get onto the obstacle, but it doesn't look like it. I would assume hard 3 and then hard 1 onto it, maybe. Or just 5 forward. Like
this is mine. Yeah. I take it this way.
Yeah. Dion, you saw a lot of that like early on, to where like when they dissuaded you from K-turning, the only really option was to just grab a crate and run.
Yeah, that's all. That's all you really could do was like grab it and run because you couldn't turn around. Ooh, does drop the bomb. Ooh, that's scary. Oh no! I guess I'll just flip my struts.
K-turn onto the rock on a bomb after
Kills
being
himself.
ruthless.
Oh, he self-destructs it on purpose.
Wow. We're going to see some discipline triggers here. I guess we're running low on them, aren't we? Is Gideon in range for that lock? It didn't look like it, did it? No. Oh, that's so sad. Gideon was clamoring for that lock. He missed out on 2 ruthless triggers now, or 2 discipline triggers.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he went so far out. It looks like Alex may have thought that that was one of the Jingoists, and he had Dead Man. And I was like, wait, this guy doesn't have Dead Man.
Likely story.
Uh-oh.
Jude Allen, thank you so much. One of our longest subscribers.
41 months. It's a long time.
41 months. Yeah. Yes. Says first time watching a 2.5 round. It feels so different yet familiar. Yeah, fire service all invades.
That's what they do.
Right, and I go ahead, Dylan.
No, I'm just saying that's the tankiness of fire sprays have just been a staple in X-Wing. You know, they kind of disappeared in 1.0. They disappeared towards the end.
Yeah.
And since the inception of the second edition, now in all of its formats, the fire spray has always managed to at least be around.
Yeah. Yep. It's just the rear arc with the bombs, and its maneuverability. Very very good chassis. But I would, as far as a comment on the objectives, there was some tweaks. Kind of a dark period for a bit at first, but I think we're now seeing brighter days as the objectives have taken a secondary role in the games of X-Wing. Still important, but not the way to, not the only way to win.
Yep. If you ignore them, you lose. But
True.
You can still go 80-20 and still get a dub.
Yeah, like they're essential. You need some objective points normally, but so it's still a game of combat, which I'm glad to see that return. There was a couple months there where very objective forward.
Yeah, it's almost not worth taking any kind of offensive weapons or offensive pieces because all you needed was fast pieces to grab stuff.
Oh,
Fast
Django!
defensive ships.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
Does make it over.
Barely clearing over General Grievous.
Ooh, we're going to do a veteran tail gunner check. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Oh, and Iden does end up getting clipped by that proton bomb.
It's painful.
So that's going to be a crit, and it is a weapons failure.
Well, I'm going to have an everything failure here with Grievous behind you.
All right, Morty Key.
Ooh, I kind of want to do. You have to do Django.
Yeah,
Django.
Yeah. You got the lock out there.
I kind of wanted to damage Cad Bane.
No, get your points on Django. You cannot let him fly around at 1 health killing TIE fighters.
This is a roll for
This is panicked or wounded. Sorry.
wounded pilot. Got it. All right,
So
here we go.
spends the force on Vader.
And what do you choose to do?
He's deciding.
I mean, the double shot with the focus token's very, very good. But yeah, it's not like you can kill more than a key. She's gonna roll 4 dice at you.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, and again, she didn't even bother to reinforce. She was focused up.
You know what? I'm not surprised to see him take the damage because he's basically chalking it up, saying, "Listen, if you get 4 hits, I'm probably gonna die anyway. Let me try to take something with me before I go." 4 dice coming in from Django. Hit, crit. Spending that focus on the first shot.
So 3 shields off of Morna.
Now we can get that tail gunner. Yes.
Yeah, going into the jingoist here.
Trail mix. Spend the focus. I mean, you held on to it. What are you doing?
Yeah, spin the focus.
Hoping to live. I mean, after taking the damage on the Darth Vader crew, you've gone all in on offense. You get the 1 damage. Could have been 2. It's all right. I get it. There's a glimmer of hope. But what if Django could survive? There are 3 shots coming at Django? It's unlikely.
Yeah, 3 shots.
And this was a fully modified range 1 shot coming in from the Decimator.
Spent the target lock last round though, I thought.
No.
Saved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big money. Got 2 hits. Looking for a little bit more. And got the paint. Guaranteed 2 damage after spending the focus. And Django only has 2 hull left. So that's bye-bye to Django.
He strains it.
For what it's worth.
That's all right. I mean, helps on the range 3, maybe. Kind of.
Sure.
And Cad evades.
There is that Cad Bane ability.
So is that
So
the
good.
reason, James, you were thinking about firing at Cad Bane in that situation because you knew
Well,
that
I wanted
action
to-
was coming?
I wanted to Vader Cad Bane. That way he had a damage on him. That way Gideon just throws more dice at it.
I see you.
Because now he has to crack that. He still has to put a damage onto Cad. And also Cad has the prox mines, which I really don't want to drop onto my ships.
Oh, that's happening. You can't stop that, buddy.
I mean,
Well, if you killed him this
gonna
round.
Yeah,
True.
It's gonna. If they kill Iden, it still gets dropped for the
Yeah.
jingoist.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a coming.
I mean, so we're gonna see who's player 1 this round.
It's going to be
It is the Empire.
Empire.
That's right, because the Monarchy already shot. So offers up the strain in case he wants to get rid of one of it. Green tokens.
Just get rid of the evade, I think. It's the same thing.
I don't really know the math. That's a weird math question of whether it's better to give up an evade token and roll 1, or to keep an evade token and roll 1 dice. Or
If you
get
have
rid
the
of an
focus, I
evade
think it's
token.
better.
I mean, don't you want to spend your focus on offense, though? Do you have a shot?
Yeah, that's true. Jingoist range 1 on to Cad.
So it
2
does end up
hits.
taking a strain.
Spend for 3.
Has to spin the evade.
Takes 2.
Spins the focus.
I mean, you had an opportunity to, and there's another shot coming in. I see it.
He didn't spend one of the tokens.
He did. I mean, I guess he didn't move it.
Okay, he spends the focus. Well, you might not roll an eyeball on your second defensive shot, you know?
And only 2 hits on this one.
Ooh, oh, man.
And spends evade to not take any damage there.
I would have Ruthless Iden there.
How
For
much is
1
that
damage?
item on 1?
Yeah, but Iden's going to die anyway.
True.
Yeah,
but
Grievous,
what if
that's Grievous' only. What if Grievous didn't
What if?
kill it though?
no,
He's gonna kill
she's
her.
dead. I mean,
You
that's
got all 4. That's enough.
in those situations where you don't use Ruthless like that. That's like, but the what if, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it would have been interesting to see Morna Key use Ruthless to give Gideon a target lock in that situation.
Cat has a
so
shot
many
now.
combinations. I love this Ruthless Disciplineless.
Do you think does Cad go here on Morna here, or do you keep focusing on the TIE fighters?
No, shoot
What's
TIE
straight?
True.
No, only TIE fighters. No decimators. Don't even care.
It's
about
not
that
worth the
ship.
time, right? With 20
No, it's not
minutes
even
left,
worth.
probably 2-3 rounds.
No, don't even bother.
He's going with the ion cannon.
Just 1 hit. So, I mean, this is unlikely to hit, especially with the focus. And safe.
Oh,
Grain
the strain.
obstructed the strain.
No, it's not obstructed.
Because of the grappling struts ability.
Oh,
It's
the
2 hits.
struts.
The struts.
I always forget. I never forget when I'm the vulture on the rock, but I
Of
always
course.
forget when the vulture's shooting me.
Oh, that Morta's down to 11. They better start running.
Score now after picking up the salvage tokens. We see that there's 1, 2 on the separatist side, 1 on the Imperial side, plus Django going down. Score of 13-11. Even with that fire spray going down, the separatists still ahead. So staying in the game, especially because of those salvage crates that they're holding on to. Otherwise, it'd be tied up at 11.
Yeah, speaking of those crates, the Jingoist has one. It's at 1 health. And we assume a proxy mine's coming down right on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you want to land where you blow yourself up?
I don't know. There's a road roll. So those other I4s might not be there.
Yeah. Then you go for the droid for sure.
Is there a chance you could hard 1 and not touch it? It's infinitely close.
That's really close because the 1 straight template, you have to try.
I mean, that's the like you said. Like if you're for sure that won't work, then you have to just put yourself in a position.
We'll give
people effectively.
We'll give the people the top down so they can decide.
Yeah. Because it doesn't hit him on release for sure. Does not.
Nope. He'll have to move on to it.
He will have to move on to it, which means he has a chance. You're telling me there's a chance.
Is there a chance if you just hard turn like a 3 hard to the tie's right that it just like floats over the template? No,
you would want to
the sharpest.
We would want a shorter turn, so your the curvature of your template is narrow.
Yeah, because a 3 hard has a really wide start, and a 1 hard has a really narrow start.
I don't think that's going to save him, though.
You don't think so?
Well, especially if he gets first player on road.
He does get first player.
Yeah, well, that's not going to save him then.
Yeah.
So, because he'll just bump into CAD and be on top of the proxy mine now. So, not a lot of options.
And it does go down.
I mean, there is the thought process of you don't dial. Oh, does Morna drop hers?
No, because CAD just 5Ks.
Yeah, that's true. I might not want a hard one towards Gideon to accidentally blow him up.
No, the mines are going down. Let's give some top-down view here for a couple seconds so you can see.
Oh, it's pizza time, Dion.
Death pizza, special delivery. My family had pizza on Friday.
If he two straights, then he's going to hit all 3 of those enemy ships.
Oh, sorry about that. All right, there you go. Hard turn.
He rotates. Make sure she can get a shot on CAD. Oh, they're discussing a lot about this pizza. All right, we're bated breath here with the Jingoist. An explosion.
He forgot to delayed fuses.
Oh, because he moves first.
Oh, did he get wrecked on Grievous?
Yep, he forgot delayed fuses.
Oh, snap. Yep. Well,
because he's going to 5K over it. 3 bank over it, maybe? Probably 3 bank, yeah. Well. Nope.
Pop. Gideon Hask takes a damage, has to roll 2. Running into Morna's own bomb. Oof. And has to take an additional damage there.
Crit. Weapons failure.
Either way, he would have gone over it next turn.
Yeah, and unless Cad Bane hits it, that's all a moot point.
And the one hard trick did not work. Hit the nub.
It's really close. Oh, just the nub.
The nubbins.
Okay, so a damage to each of them from that dead man switch.
So Grievous down to 2.
Then we're gonna drop their crate, the cash.
Now they gotta put the ship back so they can measure range 1 for it.
Yep. So if you never put a ship back here, what you have to do is you have to go into your new ship's description, and TTS will tell you how to restore it with a number. So just type in restore number, whatever ship it was, and it goes right back to where it has. I think you could just press undo on the dial as well.
I think they did recently fix that, yeah, where the ship will go back.
But not if you delete. If you delete your model, you have to restore it. If you just move your model away, you can undo it. So don't delete your models anymore, guys. Just move them out of the way.
And pushes them as far away from the Imperial ships as possible. Going towards that DFS 81.
Yeah, CAD wouldn't have hit that proxy mine. He's just going to try to line up another one.
I mean, if, looking at it now, even if the delayed fuse would have been on, that TIE fighter still ends up hitting it. It's just whether it's this turn or next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm surprised he even bothered to drop it.
Yeah.
The Cad Bane had too many outs. So many outs. Well, we'll see. I mean, if he loses by Gideon's 3 points, I don't think that was what decided this game.
Actually, roll.
Really? Can't barrel roll. Nope. Can't barrel roll. No roll.
No roll. Illegal.
I know. Once you get used to these ships, who just love to reposition all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Man, stranglehold by Towan.
Yep. I would tell you, I have definitely not thinking about that, have picked up a tow with like a FO bomber, and you're like, oh, my plans are ruined now.
Yep.
It's gonna scoop up a lot,
like silencers, interceptors,
yep,
A-wings, anybody who can get a free reposition action. Just so sad to pick up a tow.
All right, I saw Morna. She had a range 3 to Grievous or Cad Bane.
We forgot about one thing, guys.
What do we forget about?
That guy.
Oh,
But it misses.
Ha!
Shoot it. Shoot it now.
That would have been clutch just to guarantee the kill there. Yeah,
right,
we haven't seen much from the droid. I mean, he's holding a crate this whole game, so that's worth something.
Now he's earned, what, 4 points on his own?
Yep, just flying around. It's pretty good.
Yes, we need to kill the blue jingoist on the overlay.
Yep, so that was 2 dice. 1 up from Gideon's ability and 1 down from weapons failure. We see 2 hits come from Morna Key. Able to spend the focus to take no damage. We'll see if 81 can take down Moff Gideon with just a single calculate and 2 attack dice. Looks pretty likely to me.
And
there,
that's
Gideon
it right there.
goes. You see a Cad Bane action trigger here, even while stressed, to pick up a lock on Morna Key. The even while stressed part of that ability is really what makes it even able to be used.
Yep.
I feel like Cad Bane's always stressed.
And with the end phase, that locks it up, guys. So that's 20 to 11, and Andrew ends up getting the W here. Revenge of the Swiss indeed. Andrew gets the win after losing initially in the same objective. The same scenario, salvage mission, earlier in Swiss. So congratulations, Andrew, overcoming. Let's go ahead and update our bracket. So Andrew Bolduc makes it out of the top 8 and will be headed to our top 4, one of our top 4 competitors. If we take a look at our other results, so here, let's head to the bracket for now. Do we have any other games? It looks like we do. I see this is the right one, top 8. Yes. Oh, looks like Marco Tamerlan also won his game. A score of 21 to 8. So that's going to be Marco Tamerlan versus Andrew Bolduc. Also looks like Nicholas God wins his game 27 to 11 versus Sam Durbin. And the only game that we are now waiting on is Dan Sunderland versus Attila, a.k.a. Totem. So let's go ahead and update your view. Should show up right there. There we are. Not really. Clark says, I'm glad I caught the tail end of that. I just get the chance to bet on the Desi. I didn't. All right, fantastic. So we're waiting on one more matchup. Attila Totem versus Dan Sunderland. Of course, once we know that result, we'll be moving on. I think according to our event clock, we have 8 minutes left there. So we should be back, I want to say, in about 10. James, are you around, or Will?
I'm here. What's up?
Let's see. Looking at these matchups, which one do you think will end up getting on? Which one? What do you think?
Probably Nicholas.
Nicholas got. So he's got Kath, Iman, and Q9.
Yeah, Q9.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be versus either what? Let's see. Attila's got General Grievous, Cad Bane, 3 Separatist drones, DFS 81, and a
Poor Chow. And then what was the other person?
Dan Sutherland.
Dan.
So it's Vader.
Dan's got Darth Vader Defender.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's time to bring out the Vader Defender.
Well, I mean, we have to see if he wins. I don't know. He's got to win the game first. So,
okay. All right.
Let's see. Maybe did James just speak it into existence? Has he cursed the other player?
I didn't do that.
I think he's cursed us all.
All right. Well, all of y'all will find out in about 10 minutes when we get back to our top 4. But before we do that, of course, let me do a giveaway because I can't leave y'all hanging. Let's go ahead and do that. Heading over to our giveaway screen. This is where we are for the weekend. So let's go ahead and give away a t-shirt brought to you by the Grand Admiral patrons. If you want to participate, all you have to do is type in the chat starting right now. You get a little ship that represents you, and then they battle, and then we find out who is the winner. So while you guys are doing that, let's pay out the bets. That was player 1 with the W, correct?
It was.
That's another underdog winning. That's 2 in a row.
I do see someone asking here, where did all the FO go? I thought they were OP. I think that the FO and the chaff clouds were like a really good counter pick into the Rebel Alpha that we were seeing a lot of in local plays.
Mm-hmm.
Which we didn't see a big Rebel Alpha representation, and I think a lot of people have moved on to other things in the Rebels. So I think the counter pick didn't do his job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very low. I mean, overall, right? Only 8 lists, only 8 first order lists overall.
Yeah.
So kind of crazy there. All right, let's go ahead and do this giveaway. Let's see who's going to get that shirt. Bam. Let's go. Get your ship. I see Will in there. I see James in there. I'm in there too. I want a free shirt. Let's go. Go get it. Matt Carey has a good amount of health right now. Oh, not anymore. Oh, Caxton, the one who won last game, has some good stuff. Oh, Nightbot. The revenge of the Nightbot. Watch out. Pacifier. Matt Burnett. Matt Burnett has the most amount of health. No lies. The tugboat. Boreas Munn. I think you got it. Oh, maybe not. Health pack. It's going to be close. Boreas definitely has more health right now. But depends on what happens with the health pack. Does the Arc 170 turn around? Oh, it sure does. Boreas, I think, should end up winning it. No, false. Matt Burnett Matt Burnett, you get the dub. Congratulations. Exclamation point win to claim your prize. All right. So we'll be back here in a few minutes with our top 4, everybody. Don't go too far. We should be up and running in about 7-ish minutes with our top 4. And we're going to be playing, let's see, we did Salvage already. We did Scramble. It's Chance Engagement. Chance Engagement. Coming up here, Gold Squadron Podcast, Malachor, Qualifier. Don't go away. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.